Good day, good day, good day, my good loving humans. Here we are, ready to be completely present, ready to keep the main thing the main thing. Travelers up the street called trust, headed to the ultimate destination that is the Tower of Power, that is the understanding of self. Nothing is coming on, I think I am on, but let's see what's going on. Woo! Okay, yeah. It's saying everything is offline and yet somehow everything is online. That's like a Monday for you, isn't it? Here we are, ready to be travelers up the street called trust, headed to the ultimate destination that is the Tower of Power, that is the understanding of self. Here we are, ready to climb into our super suits, ready to take action, making the proactive choice of planting our feet in front of us and saying that freedom is at our feet, that we can be free from the past and unafraid of the future because we are practiced at being present. Here we are, ready to flex our willpower muscle by engaging in this beautiful habit together as we separate our minds and yet connect them together as we set the container. So how about that street called trust? Ralph Waldo Emerson said, "Trust thyself. Every heart vibrates to that iron string." I've used this before. Stephen Covey suggests that we think about trust as if it were a bank account. You need to make deposits in to this account in order to build up enough trust to have a strong belief in yourself and in others. He suggests, of course, always starting with yourself. How do we trust ourselves to choose rightly? We use our endowments, no doubt, and we focus on what we can control, no doubt. And there are a few other things that we can endeavor to accomplish. We can keep promises to ourselves. We can do small acts of kindness to ourselves. We can be gentle with ourselves. We can be honest with ourselves. We can renew ourselves. We can tap into our talents. Today, on the street called trust, we are at the intersection of Promise Lane. How do we keep our promises to ourselves? If we can't keep promises to ourselves, then how could we ever do so with others? That iron string of trust reverberates with the wisdom of lived experiences, indeed. Indeed, they do. Experiences where we have given ourselves, we have given over ourselves. And there are times that we have succeeded, and there are times that we have failed, made mistakes, where we have broken promises. This is where the past is helpful and a necessary reference point. Just remember that it is not a destination. You know, when you kept promises to yourself, you know when you have. You know how it played itself out. You know how it felt when you broke a promise to yourself. You know how it may still be tormenting you. You can promise yourself to not allow those torments to continue to ruin your every now. Maybe being here is the first step to making a promise to yourself to be in a moment. Being here where you can let go of all of those moments that you're holding on to as defining. Maybe this is where you can accomplish all of the above as the day begins or as the evening ends. Maybe you can accomplish keeping the promise. Maybe you can accomplish being kind to yourself. Maybe you can accomplish small acts of kindness. Maybe you can accomplish renewing yourself. Maybe you can accomplish tapping in to your talents right here. And how do we get there? From here. We go within. into our best selves, with beginner's minds, with patience, with faith, with devotion, rather than impatience, rather than indifference, rather than mistrust. How can we get to a place where all our promises can be kept? This meditation, it seeks to set the stage for kept promises. It seeks to connect you to the universe that is you. It seeks to boldly go where no one has gone before, deeper and deeper into the epicenter of your circle. Because a focused mind is a concentrated mind, and a concentrated mind is a satisfied mind. So say we all. I know that I want to believe. So let us all together now transition and begin to breathe. These beautiful belly breaths, we're going to fill the diaphragm with air, bringing the breath up in to the chest and up into the head. A light pause at the top, a free fall down. No need to expel the air. We're not trying to hyperventilate here, though this may make you a little lightheaded, a little nauseous, a little pins and needle-y. All right? However that worked out. And you'll be okay. If you're seated, your feet are to the floor, your palms are in your lap. If you're lying down, each limb is touching a surface. You can, it feels like all the settings are off today. I'm not sure what's going on here. If you're lying down, each limb is touching a surface. If you're in the lotus, I dare say you know what to do. If you're in a standing position, a little Tai Chi like me, legs shoulder width apart. As you breathe in through the nose and out through the mouth, or whatever works for you. If I was doing this by myself, it would be a little ujjayi, just through the nose, through the nose. See what works. See what works. Beautiful belly breaths. Belly breaths. Remember to expand the diaphragm like an accordion. And here we go. Breathing deep. And release. Keeping all of your senses open as you have them, if you have what you have of senses. Breathing deep. And release. 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 3, breathing deep. And release. 2, breathing deep. And release. 1 final time, breathing deep. And release. This time, allow that breath to fold into your physiology, allowing the lids to flutter closed at your own pace, focusing your attention down onto the lower limbs, onto the outer body as you have, if you have, what you have of feet, ankles, toes, the fascia of the soles, the calves and knees and joints, the long hamstrings, the weighty quads, the thick glutes, bringing them all together, squeezing them down, what you have, what you can control, calling attention, focused attention, grabbing hold of each muscle, of each tendon, taking hold of each compartment, noticing that as you take hold of one, you lose focus of another, taking them all together, squeezing them down, drawing them in, creating tension, focused attention. And when you have it all together, let go. Letting go and finding your root, finding the base of the spine, the line of the chakra, the sacral and solar plexus, finding the heart center. As you have, if you have, what you have, the ribs and the rib cage, the miles of digestive tract, the stomach and brain belly all together, draw in. Take hold, the root, draw down the abdomen, squeeze tight the pectoral, holding tight the torso. Focused attention, overriding tension. And when you have it all together, let go. Finding the upper back, shoulders and neck. As you have, what you have, if you have, biceps and triceps, forearms and wrists and palms and digits, all together, drawing them in, creating attention, overriding tension. And when you have it all together, feeling that release, the object form falling away, going into the head, as you have, what you have, if you have, eyes and sockets, ears and lobes, teeth, tongue, gums, skin of the cheeks, throat, sinus, follicles of hair, crown, squeezing down, drawing in, creating attention, a focused attention. And when you have it all together, let go. Letting go of the outer body, letting go of the membrane, letting go to the vibration of the tone, the reverberation of voice, letting go of each distraction, of each thought bubble, release without attachment, letting go. Go, feeling the inner glow of the inner body, the sunshine beaming from your pocket, letting go to the center of your circle, feeling the expanse of your self-awareness, letting go. This moment of self-control, letting go. As consciousness rises in you, the crystal clear you coming into focus, filling your sphere as you use your free will to choose imagination, to be the artist of you, the creator of an image, each artist uses an instrument, be it pen, brush, chisel, guitar, drum, voice. Choose the instrument for now. And with long, smooth strokes, strums, or hums on the vast canvas that is your self-awareness, create the image of an iron cord. As you flow and create, connect to the connection that is flowing inside of you, to the electric surging free, to the cosmic you, to the universe that is you. You create this image. You set this scene. Allow your image to float now in the expanse all around you. And let go of your instrument. Let go of your imagination. Let go of your free will. And in consciousness, be. Been here before, be for the first time. In the complexity is simplicity. See your scene. See that image of the iron cord floating in your mind's eye. Hold your attention to it. For your scene, holding it up to the sunshine that is beaming from your pocket. Smooth it into a ball that will exist as a universe inside of you. Holding it out. And one more time, peer into the ball. And see the scene, see the image of your iron cord. And as you do, release the ball and allow it to drop and splash into the center of your circle. And as it splashes down, as you feel that ripple pushing forth, let go of all you do not know. Let go of all that you may not understand. Let go of all that you cannot control, because that is okay. And as you feel that ripple pushing forth, as you feel that pulse Feel your circle expanding from your acceptance. And an affirmation say, out loud if you can, I will use my self-awareness to focus on what I can control. I will use my free will to focus on what I can control. I will use my imagination to focus on what I can control. I will use consciousness to focus on what I can control. I am the programmer, and this is my program. In between the stimulus and the response is where we stand in the center of our circle. It is where we have the power to choose our responses. So say we all. And now, call your attention back to a light breath, and with a breath light, allow the world back onto your head and neck and shoulders, onto this outer membrane, this outer body, this outer shell. With a light breath and a breath light, allow the world back onto the body, onto the heart center. With a light breath and a breath light, allow the world onto the body. Take hold of your root, upper and lower limbs as you have them, if you have them, what you have. Call your attention back, and at your own pace, flutter open your lids and focus with your senses as you have them, all together, what you have. Focusing on the you of now, the you of this moment, the sharpened the you who is not broken, the you who is not the drop in the ocean, the you who is the ocean in the drop, and to we who are the tide, my good humans, my good humans. If you have that cold water, do drink it down. If you have the time, please spend the time writing down, how will you use the image of the iron cord today? How will you use that image to ensure that you can be reminded of this moment of mindful meditation? How will you use it later on today when your ego is dragging you down that dark alley, pulling you into the riptide of the deep water, trying to do its work on you? How will you use it later on today in those difficult conversations to be more mindful? To recognize that if you keep promises to yourself, you can keep them to others? Write it all down, my good humans. Write it all down. This is where the decentralized revolution is occurring. This is where we will observe ourselves without evaluating our being, because that is the highest form of intelligence, and I dare say consciousness. Thank you, Krishnamurti. My good humans, my good humans. The system wasn't working well today, and yet we managed to pull this off. I stayed calm. Indeed, I didn't get all freaked out when the screens didn't start the way that they were supposed to. Looky here. The song today is When in Rome, The Promise. I shared this song before as done by Sturgill Simpson. Went back to the original because yesterday I noticed that 80s jeans are back. How is that possible? So I thought, why not a 1980s song? You know? Have a great day, everyone. Peace and love. I love you individually and as a group. Remember to share this out because this is where the decentralized revolution is occurring. And as Jimmy said, why don't you get your mind together and come across with me, and then we'll hold hands and watch the sunrise from the bottom, from the bottom, from the bottom of the sea. Are you experienced? Go out and get yourself some. We'll see you back here tomorrow. Peace and love, my good humans.